Okay. All right, we'll get into it. Patrice O'Neill in studio.
True.
Just giving,
here, man.
I don't know where to start with Patrice. He just gave us a lot of stuff in that last 5 minutes.
How you guys doing?
Well, you decide on that, Mike?
Sorry. How you guys doing, man?
We're all right.
Happy holidays or happy whatever you're supposed to say.
Yeah, whatever. We had an attitude adjustment. We needed to get out of here for 2 weeks, and now we're happy again.
I needed a month. I've still got a month. I ain't working until next week. A month and 2 weeks, man.
You needed to just, like, kind of get off the grid?
Oh, Jesus. I was babysitting, dog sitting, just being square. Rethinking. Happy that I'm actually a comic.
Were you assessing?
No.
Self-assessment?
Yeah, well, yeah, because I'm disappointed in show business. It's just anything that, you know, you get into the business and you go, I'm a funny guy. I like funny. Yeah. Boy, show business is here for a guy, a piece of shit like me who can make a buck making people laugh because I'm a funny dude. I get into it. And in the 18th year, I just realized one thing you don't need in this business is integrity. You're a fucking idiot if you have some type of a core value system. It's useless.
You know something?
It just makes you stupid to fucking do that. There's no karma. There's no justice. The devil runs show business, and I got in it. You know, it's like Serpico. It's like if you grow up as a kid, this business. If you grow up as a kid, and your thing is, I'm gonna make sure that no one gets bullied. I'm gonna make sure no one gets fucked over. I'm gonna make sure jocks don't push around other kids, and I'm gonna be a natural cop. Then you grow up and you go, you know what? Transition will be that. Then you go find out that actually saving kittens out of a tree. All your other cop friends will say you're a fucking idiot if you go and do things that you think cops are supposed to fucking do.
Yeah.
Same thing with this business. You just go, hey, man, you funny. You fucking do things. You laugh. Make people laugh. And it's all good, right? Fucks no, nigga. As I'm sitting home for the month and a half, next week I work again in Tampa. And I just came to the realization that I wasted 18 years. I just wasted 18 years of having some type of, like, issues with like, how I conduct myself. You know what I mean?
Really?
I try to conduct myself with respect, and it's dumb.
You don't see it as a growing process?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
It's fucking dumb.
You're maturing. Dude, you went from, like, the guy you were, because I look back at the guy I was, let's say, you know, that many years ago, whatever. Okay. It ain't the same guy I am now. I mean, you know, I laugh at the same shit. I'm the same guy, but there are certain aspects of my life that I had to, like, just kind of, you know, and maturing sometimes is getting immature. That's, like, you could mature by getting more immature. You know what I mean? It's not I don't think you wasted your time, that's for sure.
I just feel like I did. I feel like, you know, a lot of people in this business are cute. There's a lot of prosperous people who no one respects, no one likes as a human being. Everybody thinks is a douche. But they just are prosperous.
Yeah.
And their families
well.
are prosperous.
But maybe
they're just
miserable.
Pieces of dog shit.
Maybe they're miserable.
Couldn't be more miserable than me.
All right. No, I understand that. I'm just saying, the grass is always greener kind of shit.
I hate the fact that I have to look at somebody, you know, comic buddy right now is this dude, he's diabetic too. And he's about the same age. He's going blind, and I hear he got cancer and all kind of shit. So I have to look at him at the age he is, close to mine, and his situation, and go, well, I could be
there, but for the grace of God,
I have to look at his horror to feel better about my. I just basically, for real, I don't need a lot of money. I basically am getting sick of. This sounds like a fucking crazy rant. I'm getting sick of bitches having opinions, and that's all I get to see is fat black bitches, old white bitches, dykes,
all over your TV.
I'm watching Tyler Perry. His biggest character is Medea.
Yeah, Medea.
And I'm like, wow, you know what? To be a fucking man, you have to dress as a bitch and act sassy,
right?
To be able to be a sassy motherfucker.
Sassy fucking, I'm gonna show you kind of thing. He's got to dress like a bitch.
I just want to do all this.
You're never gonna dress like a bitch.
I've dressed like a bitch before. Look.
When did you dress like a bitch?
In a movie called In the Cut, they had me dressed as a transsexual pimp doorman.
I think I saw that. Yeah,
is this clip online?
It probably is.
I saw that.
I don't remember.
And it was done. It was the lady that did the piano. So, what's the name that did the piano? The director.
Oh shit! Huh?
Anyway, she's one of those directors. She was like the Daniel Day-Lewis of directors. She would direct something every 16 years and then get an Oscar. Yeah. So I went in and read for this part. I go, fucking my career. Bye-ho! I'm playing a faggot. This is it. Retards or a fucking transsexual doorman, nigga? I'm in. With Meg Ryan and Mark Ruffalo?
You're in.
Where do I sign up, right?
Right. So I'm just sitting there and I look at that and go, I'm just a big faggot for no reason because I tried to do the tap dance to get something that I really don't know what I want. But now I know what I want, and I really don't need a lot of money from what I want. I really just want to sit down and have an opinion about anything. That's why this is an enjoyable place to come.
Yeah,
you just say what the fuck you want.
Hope for the best.
But the game is very. For a month and a half, I didn't miss comedy.
All right, let me go to Lady Trucker.
Really?
Lady Trucker is going to summarize what you're saying here.
Oh, sure.
Patrice, I'd like to welcome you to Midlife Crisis.
Is it a midlife crisis thing, Patrice?
I don't know what. The only context I have for midlife crisis is like a white dude who buys
who buys Uzis,
who buys small cars,
sports cars and Uzis.
I'm not sure I'm having a midlife crisis. I'm really not positively sure of that. I can't say I'm not because I don't know the rules of a midlife crisis. But again, I'm 40. To white guys, that's fucking teenage years. Y'all start having families at 56.
Right. For a black guy, though, 40.
For a black guy, that might be a midlife crisis.
Getting up there, 40.
You know, if I feel a tingling in my pinky, I'm like, oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
And I go, am I going to just die in here? Like, I went to, this is what I did over the whole thing. You know, I was into being a vegan for a minute. I started eating fish, and here and there, I just needed it. I was starting to suffer. Because some of the stuff you have to substitute for meat is worse than meat, you know? It's just annoying.
But soy fucking.
But meat is a terrible thing. It's just, then you start reading about what they put in food. It's all fucked up. So, anyway, I went to a raw thing.
Restaurant?
A restaurant where they just, everything's raw.
Right.
And I said, yeah, I'm going to open my mind to this. Sat down, had raw lasagna.
What?
Exactly.
How do you have that?
Raw?
Dude.
How do they make raw lasagna? I understand.
It was out of
other dishes, but you have to cook lasagna.
You don't.
What, are the noodles crunchy?
Well, I had a delicious meal of spaghetti. Raw spaghetti. Made out of, guess what they use spaghetti as?
Squash. I know, squash.
That they
Hold on.
Now you
gotta shut up for a minute. Me and Ann had a squash dinner once from our exes.
Our exes got together and said, we're gonna make you dinner. You guys are gonna come home from work. Make sure you come to the house because we got a surprise for you guys. So me and Hope, we're run out of work.
We're thinking about the best piece of steak or something nice.
Steak or something really cool.
Nice bottle of wine, something hearty. It's fucking winter in Boston.
We get over the house, and both of the girls had just made squash spaghetti. And they're like, here you go. And we're like, what is it? We're not saying try it, just eat it. I ate this, and I was like, this...
We didn't even eat it, Ed.
I took like a bite
and
said,
disgusting.
This sucks a dick.
I could say to this day, worst meal ever.
Horrid.
And then they're all pissed off because we're not enjoying
now
their
they're mad at us.
Fucking dinner. Squash spaghetti dinner.
I think we went out to the bar right after that.
And got pizza.
Fuck you. Pizza and a beer.
And they were motherfuckering us. Like, well, then don't make us fucking squash
throwing away
spaghetti.
That squash spaghetti.
I think the dog didn't even eat it, Ed.
No.
We used to kick under the table.
What do you?
My buddy I went with, he's really a health nut now, and he's into working out, which is fine. And I was open to it. And
Did you try? What did you think?
I go, you know what? I said, I'm not going to even fool myself to him. He goes, man, let's do this for 5 days. I said, no. I go, this is, unless they can fucking guarantee me immortality. If I live forever, I'll eat raw food. If you can guarantee me I'll never die like Dracula. But if you say I'm going to die at 70, you know what? Fuck you. I'm not going to fucking suffer through this. Because the raw lasagna, here's how you eat raw food. You always compare it to real food.
Yeah. Visually, you're
and
excited. Your brain's like, fuck, this is lasagna.
They make it out of zucchini, bananas, fried, like the plantains. They have macadamia cheese, and this is how they make the cheese.
Jesus Christ. This sounds fucking horrible.
Macadamia.
Don't make it look like cheese and
raw food cheese. And look, man, some people eat raw. And look, raw food keep you alive. That shit, that really does help you live.
You do feel better when you eat some
really
of that raw
do.
shit,
You do. But you make the cheese, they put it in the blender and with some shit, and they make it into a paste.
It didn't taste like cheese,
and then they put it into a dehydrator. And it takes 2 days or a day for all the it's like I have to plan my shitty raw meal 2 days from now. Like 2 days I gotta start go, oh shit, I better make my goddamn macadamia nut cheese.
Because I'm gonna really want that in 2 days.
And every bite is like, whoa, this is raw. Tastes just like some shit I really want to eat, but this is not what I want to eat. Like it just. Yeah. So my point is, for a month and a half, you're sitting around determining what you really are. Just from that's what I do every year, and I determine.
You reflect at the end of every year. That's why I said I think everyone goes through that around Christmas and New Year's. And then that's why I'm glad when January 1st is here. It's like, all right, enough of that fucking reflecting shit.
Another thing that scared me was 3 things that happened to me. I realized I'm unfriendly. One thing, I'm not going to fucking eat raw food. And 2009 scared me. I was scared for the first time ever. Is that the year went by
too fast?
And I lived it. Meaning, I'm here today. I'm thinking of September right now. And September will be here. Meaning, usually at the end of the year, you go, whoa! I remember every story, every second. I remember when it happened. I saw that was in February. Meaning I lived day by day, the 365 days of 2009, and it went by fast. Do you understand what I'm fucking saying? Meaning,
it's a midlife crisis.
My life
I don't need any more info. You got that midlife crisis.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I remember January 1st in Vinny's shitty room on New Year's Eve, man.
Here's what happens. You got
to get Uzi.
When you're young,
I got a record.
When you're young, you're waiting for things. When you're a young guy, you're waiting for things. You're constantly looking forward, especially when you're a kid. You're looking forward to Christmas. You're looking forward to your birthday. You're looking forward to summer vacation. When you look forward to things, it
can't move fast enough, right?
It takes forever. Now, when you get older, you're putting shit off. You got bills. You got bitches. You got all kinds of shit that you don't want to happen. So it fucking creeps up on you so quickly that time seems to fucking shoot right by. And then before you know it, that was 3 years ago? What? Huh?
Yeah, you're right.
It is.
Supposedly you get...
That's why we gotta play Kick the Can. Kick the Can.
There you go. Supposedly, though, you get over this whole midlife crisis bug, and then you just move on with your life.
I just don't want to die.
It could last a couple years.
Before I really put a foot in somebody's ass that means something.
Yeah, you want to kind of make a mark? What do you want, a legacy or something?
I don't think of those things. I don't even think of wills. I didn't think of none of that shit.
Who gives a shit about the will thing?
Well,
they'll figure it out after we're gone.
I want to leave my Jersey City condo to my girl.
Yeah, the government will take the whole fucking thing.
I like to leave my mother's shitty dying poinsettia bush.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, your mom got
my neighbor.
Your mom got you a poinsettia.
It's just dying.
Worst plant ever.
I fucking water it every day, and they just the leaves. I was so depressed. This is just dead leaves all on my table. I won't move, and they just.
Wow. Dude, if you saw it, it really nails you up the ass, doesn't it?
If you saw the poinsettia growing in your backyard, you would just chop it down thinking it's a weed.
It's the worst.
Why the fuck are we buying these things?
My mother wanted me to have a Christmas spirit so bad when she came to visit. I said, Mom, just stop forcing. Like, my mother just now got happy because she's in her 60s, so she's trying to change. But she's miserable, too. Like, it's in my blood. I'm just surrounded by misery. My girl's miserable. We had a long talk about how miserable she is. And
really?
And how, because we was in the store. She had to buy the Wii for her daughter for Christmas, of course. So we were in the store. And it's just, I will say, I have to say this. Just white people are just nicer. You're not better people, but just on the bullshit, just regular bullshit, they're nicer. They're nice people. And the two white people were trying to help her with this Wii thing, and she's like, "What's nunchucks?" She just says it out loud in the store. "What's these nunchucks?" And this guy who doesn't work there,
doing that.
just with her nunchucks. Yeah, what's Wii nunchucks? And just standing there, some guy that didn't even work there is like, "Oh, this is this, and why is one black and the other one not black?" And he just was helping as if he worked here, and she just went, Then she gets up to the counter, and the white girl goes, "I hear you buying the Wii. You know that the Mario's great for the Wii." And my girl just looks at it and just, thanks. So we're in a car, and I'm looking out the window, and I'm just reflecting on us. And she goes, "You know what? I don't think you like me." I go, "So what?" Right? but she goes,
what she was looking for.
But she goes, "You know, I think you really don't like me." And I just go, "You're not likable." And she goes, "Sometimes I feel so lonely." I go, "Because you're miserable. You're not a friendly person." We didn't meet under friendly conditions. Me and my girl didn't meet like at the fucking bar. Like, hi,
having a good time.
I met her at a voiceover at a Spike Lee at the 25th hour at a voiceover, and I thought she was a cunt when I said, "This is a cunt. I hate this bitch."
Yeah.
And when we met, we didn't have no fucking courtship, but then we just ended up together. And a lot of times right now, because we've been together so long, we have square people conversations that I have to close my eyes and look back and go, "Wait a minute, we didn't have no fucking love affair, bitch. Like, I hated you. And there's parts of you I still hate, but I got to know." I'm the same way. I'm one of those people like, once you get to know Patrice, I'm not a fucking good guy right away. I'm a great guy after
a while,
after years. I'll say years. I think I could talk.
Patrice has the age like fucking wine or Jack Daniels in a cask or some shit.
Over the years, how long have you been doing the show for real?
Jesus,
10 years?
Before y'all, a little bit before you left NEW.
So 2000, you probably started in 2001, early 2001, I would guess. So
maybe
we've known you a long time. I would say Patrice, the most intimidating guy we've ever had on the show as a regular, easily.
Really?
Who do you put up there?
Intimidating? No.
When you first meet Patrice, holy shit, yeah. Name someone else that's more intimidating than Patrice over the years.
When we first met,
it took a while to warm up.
What?
Oh, no.
I didn't know that.
Hell fucking yeah.
Wow. No.
Now we sort of know how we all, like, all our inner workings, but at first, there was a little, like, holy shit, this guy's intense. Funny as hell, but intense.
I didn't feel
intimidating.
No, I thought it was...
Who would you put up there?
Because he was a comic, I didn't feel that way, you know? You were saying funny shit. It was like, it's funny. It's not like... If he was a boxer or some shit and came in, I'd be like, ew.
All right, who do you put ahead of Patrice?
As a
comedian-wise, yeah. That's someone that, when they first started doing the show, was intimidating.
I think, like, DePaulo was even more intimidating.
Because
he's just...
DePaulo's up there.
And he's one of those guys.
DePaulo's up there.
Where I love Nick. I love Nick, too.
You know what?
People go, "Is he really like that?" I go, "Yeah."
Yes.
You know what? Anthony might have nailed it.
Because Nick is
intense,
salty.
Oh.
Because he's salty. Nick, he's a victimized white guy.
Yep.
He fucking thinks the world is out to get him.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So he has no friends.
And he's very...
You nailed it, Ant.
He's a nasty man. but I love him. I do love him. And I think he's fucking hysterical. But
Nigga's a mess.
But he's nasty.
He will rip your head off. No problem. No problem. And that's when you're getting along with him.
Yeah.
All right, you know what, Ed? I asked you, and you
Yeah,
came,
I think that's the one.
you came through. Well, we got Bob Kelly outside.
What?
Babu.
Nice.
We should take a break.
Like Bobby.